Before we start today's video, I just want to say welcome to all the new subscribers. So the last couple of weeks we got a couple of new subscribers. So I just want to say thank you for subscribing and welcome to this channel. In today's video, I want to talk to the people that are feeling stuck going into 2024. Now the new year has come. Everybody's making their new year's resolution about what they want to do, what they want to be, how they want their life to be. But for many, the new year is a reminder that they still feel lost, that they're not sure what they want to do with their life. I know I personally felt this many New Years, like setting New Year's resolutions of working out every day, becoming fit, eating well. It was all good on paper, but it didn't really mean anything to me or make my life better in any way because I was still lost and confused about what I wanted to do or how I wanted my life to be. And I'm not saying that I have my life all figured out now, but I'm in a better place. I'm going into this new year knowing how I want it to go and how I plan on achieving what I've set out to achieve. And I've not started this in the new year. I've not made this plan to start on 1st January. I've been working on this plan for the last month. But this video is specifically to those who still feel lost. You see, in today's world, there are so many options that it can paralyze you. The fact that there are so many options from you to choose from can paralyze you. And the fact that everybody has an opinion of what they think is the best thing that you should do can overwhelm you. You could be lost just trying to figure out what it is that you want to do. Takes me back to a time when, before I started my physiotherapy course, when I was totally confused about what I wanted to do. I spent a year feeling depressed, crying all night, staying up all night, just scared and lost and not knowing what the future held for me. And there were so many options to choose from. It was like, if I do this, is this the right option for me? Is this the best option for me? And I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to drag this entire video and then give you a small answer at the end. I will give you the answer right now. The answer of finding out what it is you want to do is by just doing as many things as you can and figuring it out. There's no other way. You can make as many pros and cons lists, but that's never going to give you the answer. The only way you can really figure it out is by going and actually doing that. That is the whole picture. That's the whole idea, and that's the only way that you can actually figure it out. But there are some other things which I want to talk about in this video. Going back to when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, it was a really dark time. It was scary. It paralyzed me to the point of inaction. I would just wake up and be like, I gotta do this. Maybe this is the thing, and I would try, and then the slight amount of resistance would scare me. Oh, this is not the right thing for me. I should not pursue it. I'll be wasting my life. And I know that many of you are in that situation. So the way that you can figure out what it is you want to do, or the way that you can design your New Year's to be the most productive, is by having deep conversations with yourself. And having these conversations is hard. Having these honest conversations without your ego of what to do in a world of so many opportunities is hard. There's a reason that apps like TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels do so well and get so viral. It's because you do not have to choose what you want to watch. You just swipe one after the other and the algorithm picks for you. So there is literally no choice that you have to make except for the choice that you want to log into the app and consume the content. You don't get to choose what you want to watch, what kind of reels or TikToks you want to see. And that's the reason these platforms are so successful. Just think about, that's the reason they're so successful. Because they're doing the choosing for you. And that's why when you're presented with choice, it overwhelms you. Not only you, it overwhelms me also. That's why when we're presented with choice, it makes us incapable of taking any step. I couldn't think of a better analogy than the TikTok one, because that's literally taking the choice out of the equation. And that's why TikToks and short form video go so much more viral than long form ever did, because long form has a resistance where you have a catalog of videos that you have to see, you have to choose, you have to think, do I want to watch this? You have to click. After clicking, you have to make the commitment that you'll watch it till the end. There's a lot of choice that is required. But this behavior is also encouraging the inability for you to make choices for your own life. And so if you're at a point where you're paralyzed because of the choice or not sure what you should do, first thing is you should be grateful, because this is an opportunity for you to figure out what you want to actually do with your life. And you're not just going with your life, you're making or you're building intention behind what it is that you want to do. So that's an amazing thing. And you're also having the self-reflection thoughts and conversations with yourself, deep, hard conversations, which will help you understand yourself better, so your life is more purposeful and value driven. So yeah, what it is that you want to do and how to figure it out. The first thing is, like I said, you need to try as many things as you can, but you cannot try things with a fear mindset. You cannot try things with a mindset that you don't want to fail, because failure will teach you one of two things in those situations. It will either teach you that this sucks and I don't really like it and I failed at it, so I might as well give up. If you really do not enjoy it, that's one way. The other thing it will teach you is, I failed at this. I tried hard and I failed at it, but I still enjoyed the process. I still loved it. And the failure is not getting me down. Actually, I want to try again, or I want to try it in a different way. That's when you start figuring out what you actually enjoy and what you want to do. So failure is not something that you should fear, because failure will teach you these lessons. Failure will teach you these opportunities, or give you these opportunities to understand yourself and understand what it is that you want to do. So you got to try as many things as you can. And once you're trying all of those things, when you're trying those things, I want you to ask yourself the questions of, does this excite me? Does the process of doing this excite me? If the answer is no, then you have your answer there. But if it is yes, the second follow-up question that you need to ask yourself is, why does it excite me? So I'm just going to give you the example of YouTube or content creation, because that's something that I am passionate about and that's something that I'm pursuing to make my dream come true. So if, for example, it is YouTube or content creation or podcast that you want to do and it excites you, you understand it excites you, ask yourself, why does it excite you? If the answer is because the whole process of the creation gives you fulfillment, it makes you happy, you absolutely enjoy it, and it does not feel like work even though you're working really hard, then that's something that you can do for a long time. But if your answer is because you want to be like Mr. Beast, because you want to have 1 million subscribers, because you want to have the lifestyle that you see Logan Paul, Jake Paul, KSI living, with the fancy cars, traveling around the world in private jets. If that's your answer, then this is probably not for you. Because to reach that point, it takes years and years and hours of blood, sweat, and tear to get to that point. And the grind is relentless. And if your goal is that, sure, maybe it will drive you, but I don't think it's going to get you all the way. Because that passion and love for the thing you're doing is the thing that's going to get you grinding and getting you all the way. Because when you take a normal job, every time you do the job, every month you get paid. So whatever work you're putting out, you're getting the rewards, or you're getting fairly compensated for that. But for a journey like this, it could be years before you get paid, before you see any money. It could be years before you see any returns. And so the question is, are you able, or are you willing to put in the work for this crazy amount of time, seeing no returns? If you're driven by the returns, if you're driven by the love and the passion for doing it, you're going to do it, because the return is the reward, the joy and the fulfillment that you get from doing it. So you're getting that return. So that's why I want you to understand, whatever it is that you thinking of considering doing, understand after knowing that it excites you, why it excites you. Because when you know why it excites you, you can decide if it's going to be the right way. With this example, and now I'm not saying that if you want to make a lot of money and all, that's something bad, but it's just something that you need to keep in mind, that if you want to make a lot of money, then maybe a business would suit you better. Something like buying and selling, where you get to build the money, you build the monetary levels. So you need to understand not just that something excites you, but why does it excite you? Once you're able to understand that, you can plan better for how you want to go about with this journey. And also, I know that this is like not the answer of what you should do, or this does not give you a quick fix, but to be honest, I've looked up all my life for everything. I used to look up for a quick fix, or the 30-day challenge, or the 60 days to be able to get this result. But the truth is, it's just that's not how life works. You can't expect a quick return and a shortcut to success. You just gotta put in the work. And even though you might feel overwhelmed at this moment and you might be scared, trust me, once you take that first step, the fear slowly starts decreasing. As you take step by step, the fear decreases and things become more clear. And you build up the confidence and the willpower. Willpower is a skill. Willpower and tenacity. Amazing podcast by Andrew Huberman talking about how to build up your willpower and tenacity. You should check it out. I will link it in the description. But it's willpower is, in short, willpower stems from a particular part of the brain, and practicing developing the strength of willpower and discipline actually increases the size of that part, so you become stronger and more willpowered. That's why people that are usually successful is because they built up willpower and the strength to keep going and pushing through everything. So the first thing is try many things. When you're trying the things, ask yourself the question, does it excite me? Why does it excite me? And the next thing is, how long are you willing to go before you see the returns in this particular field or in this particular pursuit? If the answer is that you want results in 1 to 2 months, just don't even bother trying. Don't even bother trying. Couple of months, maybe I'm just looking at my chart over there. But about 54 days back, I started on the journey of trying to lose weight because I was at the heaviest I had ever been. So I started at 80 kgs, and now 54 days later, I'm at 75 kgs. It took me 50 days to lose 50 kgs. And this is with working out every single day, intermittent fasting, eating one meal a day, tracking my calories. So the grind is slow. And when I first decided I wanted to lose weight, I was searching for 30 days to lose 5 kgs or the fastest to get fat to fit. And as I started on this journey, I started realizing it's not like the weight just does not come like this. It's a constant up and down battle. But if I'm consistent and disciplined to do the work every single day, even though the results are slow, the results are coming. So I'm not impatient anymore. I'm not impatient to lose the weight anymore. I'm just proud of myself that I went 54 days on this journey and I'm seeing the results. 5 kgs in 54 days is a massive, massive, massive win for me, and I'm so proud of it. And I don't think that you should chase the fastest. In our world, because we're so used to being stimulated by the next reel, and our attention spans have become so low, we want quick results, but just tell yourself that, calm down. And if you really find something that you're passionate about, honestly, you don't want the results very fast. You won't want it. You just enjoy the everyday process of doing it. So just find that. And for that, you got to try a lot of stuff. You got to fail a lot. I've tried many things. I failed a lot. I constantly am failing. I'm failing on a daily basis. But it will teach you. It will teach you something amazing. Now, before you go, I want to tell you about how I have written my New Year's resolution. So I've not written resolutions, but I have kind of written down what I want from 2024 and what I plan to achieve. So the way I've done it, and you can do this, I thought it would be a nice way, is the first thing is I describe, the first point I've written is describe McMarshall at the end of 2024. So this is not the goals or the resolution that you need to work out every day. I'm describing myself, how I look, how I am physically, how's my health, how's my mental health, how's my emotional health. What traits do I see myself improving? What are the things that I'm lacking now that I need to improve and I want to improve in 2024? These are all questions that you can have with yourself, and I'm not going to read you mine obviously, but have these conversations with yourself of trying to understand. Try to understand the type of person that you see yourself becoming in 2024. And then the next part is the achievements that I've set for myself to accomplish in 2024. Again, I've only picked out 3. 3 also might be a lot, but these are 3 important ones to me. Prioritize, even if it's 1 or 2 goals that you want to improve in 2024. When you make many resolutions, you just end up not doing it. And don't make the goals like, I have to work out every single day. I mean, that can be a goal. That is one of the things that I am doing on my challenge of working out every single day. But make not even realistic goals. Make goals that are unrealistic, but that actually means something to you. Not just because everyone is making a goal of hitting the gym every single day. Now, when you have those prioritized goals written down, maybe 1, 2, maximum 3, even 3 is pushing it a stretch, but these are just 3 that I have written. The next thing that you need to write is, how do you plan on achieving those goals? So the goals can be, for example, make $1 million, or if you're doing YouTube, make get 1 million subscribers. Then under that, you got to write the things you're going to be doing on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, whatever the practices and the disciplines you're going to follow to make that dream a reality, to make that goal a reality. So in this way, you're not only creating an arbitrary goal, but you're designing a protocol or a step by step of how you're going to achieve the goal. And this step by step might change at the like middle of the year. It might change. The way you approach it may change because circumstances change, and that's fine. But as long as you have a path, created a path to that goal, you're more likely to stick through and achieve it. Because when you see this goal, which is unrealistic, when you see it, I'm literally telling you, set unrealistic goals. When you see these goals that are unrealistic and you don't have a plan of how you're going to achieve it, it seems crazy, like I'm overshooting. I'm not going to achieve this. It's impossible. It's not possible for me to do this. That overwhelms you again. But when you have a step-by-step path plan of how you're going to achieve those goals, you realize the steps that to achieve those goals are not that crazy. The steps may involve doing something on an everyday basis, reaching out to more people, or try to improve my sales, try to improve the way I present on camera. These goals are small things that are achievable or that are doable. And these are the things that are going to help you reach that goal. It seems so far away and so huge, that goal. But to reach that goal, it's the everyday, small, simple, in theory, but disciplined work that you put in to achieve that goal. And that's the beauty of keeping a small prioritized goals, like keeping one or two small priorities and designing the step-by-step protocol of how you're going to make that dream or that goal a reality. That's all I wanted to say. I just want to wish you guys a very happy new year. Thank you so much for subscribing, viewing, and watching this channel, my podcast channel, everything. It's just been great. And I also on the podcast will be doing an episode probably with my friend about talking about the time when I was totally stuck, the year that I was stuck, and I felt it was one of my worst times of my year, and this friend was there for me. She helped me navigate this time, and she also had similar experiences of being stuck. And so I probably am going to do an episode with her talking about our experiences and talking about the journeys that we went through, because we were a part of each other's lives during these journeys. So that will be coming out on the Everywhen Podcast, that episode. But that's all I want to say. That's all I wanted to leave you guys with today. I'm really happy that there are a lot of new people that are subscribed to the channel. And if you are new viewing this video, then please do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. It helps the channel grow a lot. It helps the channel reach more people. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.